Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now today's video is a little bit nostalgic for me. It's actually nostalgic for a couple of reasons. First is because I'm getting my hands back on a Maxpedition bag. Now, Maxpedition is one of those brands that really is sort of what birthed my channel. It's that bag, that organization, the fact that it really got me into building EDC kits and really thinking about gear organization. That's what Maxpedition's done for me. Now, before we go too far, I would like to say thank you very much to Tang for providing the product that we're going to take a look at today. Now, I received this product at SHOT Show 2020. Another thank you to Tim for his time at the show. Had a couple of really great interviews, and one of the things that I told him was that Maxpedition is one of those brands that, again, really turned me into who I am today. Now, I can't tell you why it happened, but I kind of evolved and changed and moved on and never really came back to Maxpedition after having been such a big fan of their products and having so much of their gear. So it's actually been a while since I've gotten a new bag from them. And now, finally today, I have one of their products. We are going to look at this bag here. Now, this is the brand new Prepared Citizen line. This is the newest lineup. So there is the Legacy series. There's the AGR series, there's the Entity series, and now the Prepared Citizen. So this is their deluxe bag. I got this from Tim at the show, and I've been carrying it ever since. Now, this is a great opportunity for an EDC update. This is what I've been carrying for the past few weeks. I have everything loaded up in here for my everyday carry needs, and this bag has been absolutely wonderful. Now, it is overall excellent in features and function. There are a few deficiencies, but that can't really turn my mind. This bag has been great. I greatly enjoy it, and we're going to go through all the details. But the second reason why I'm nostalgic today, did you ever have yourself an Eastpak or a Jansport bag? Well, I did. Now, I can't find mine, but here I have my wife's. And not that I'm saying these are exactly similar, however, this is my theory. Now, granted, this bag here and this bag here, two completely different monsters. However, what the Prepared Citizen lineup for Maxpedition does is pretty much fit a perfect niche. Now, this bag for me is really something that could be excellent for a student, somebody who's looking for a very high featured bag on a reasonable budget. You can get into this bag for very good money. Somebody who wants excellent organization and durability, that's the other thing. That 1000D Cordura fabric's really hard to beat. Really, for me, perfect bag for a college student, maybe like a high school senior or junior, something like that. Really a bag that can fit a bunch of different needs, and really for me, now I'm using this for my office carry. So a perfect bag that hits a really great niche, similar to what you historically had in that Eastpak or a Jansport, only this bag absolutely kicks their ass. Now, in my opinion, this bag is a home run on a number of features and is kind of a miss in others. Now, I don't want to dwell too much on the misses, but I do think that they're important. And I will start off with the back of the bag. So as we look here, it has very basic straps. Now, that's not the big problem, but for me, there's two things. One is these tend to kind of want to flare out a little bit while they're on my back. And two is because of the nature of this bag and the fact that it's a fairly large capacity, you do have the ability to put a good amount of weight in here. Now, what that means for me is I would really like to see this with a sternum strap, because over time, because you have a good amount of weight on this bag, it will tend to sort of slide out on your shoulders, and what that does is puts a lot of stress on your back. When you put that sternum strap and you can keep the straps nice and tight and positioned exactly where you need them, it definitely helps. That's the first thing. Now, the second thing is the back has a reasonable amount of padding, but it's not overly padded. I would like to see maybe just a little bit of maybe increased padding here, or a different sort of channelized vent where, you know, it allows it to breathe just a little bit more. And then third, and the final sort of negative that I have, and again, not a huge deal, the back of this bag does have a concealed carry section. Now, for me, I personally don't carry concealed. However, I would greatly like the ability to get my tablet computer in here. I use this bag for my office carry, and so to get my work computer in here would be great. It would free up a little capacity in the bag, and it would actually make this pocket useful for me. I do find that because of my particular setup, this really has basically no purpose, which is a shame. You know, could I maybe use the Velcro in here to attach some pouches? Sure, but without a good amount of padding on the back, I know that would just sort of dig into my back. So for me, this would be the perfect location for my tablet computer. But the problem being that the zipper is not that wide open. If I had 1 extra inch of length of travel on that, maybe even less, I could get my tablet in here, but it's just a little too snug. So not a huge deal. I get the purpose of this. The whole idea of the prepared citizen lineup is to allow for concealed carry in a gray man setup. That's really the purpose, but for me, where I don't carry concealed, I would like to have the option to use this to my advantage. But overall, while we're looking at this pouch, nice zippers, always very nice YKK zippers, and in this case you'll notice the Velcro as a secondary means to close the bag. That key being that if you are carrying concealed, this does have a pass-through on both sides, so if you accidentally forgot to zipper, well, that helps keep it shut just in the event that, you know, you didn't zipper it, and that is the case on both sides. So depending if you're right-hand or left-handed draw with your concealed carry, this will definitely work for you. Now you'll notice that the bag uses Duraflex hardware, so very nice on the buckles, and you do have this sort of breakaway setup here. You do not have a hip belt. Now that to me is not a big deal. I don't know if I would necessarily need a hip belt for this particular bag, and especially where I'm using it for my everyday carry, I don't see that being the most useful. But I guess my comments being, you know, just increasing the zipper travel if possible, a little more padding, maybe a slightly nicer contoured shoulder strap, and then that sternum strap just to add the ability to really hold it on your shoulders while you're carrying the bag with a good amount of weight. Now moving around to the front of the bag, you'll notice at the top you do have a grab handle, just kind of a webbing, perfectly fine, does the job. This bag has wonderful layout, wonderful organization in general. Now the front here, a very basic pouch. Now right here, I just have, at this point, a wallet with some business cards. These are contacts that I'm kind of trying to keep in close contact with, and then my keys. So very simple, but you'll see in here that it's simply a dump pouch. There is no organization in there, and I'm fine with that. I don't think it necessarily needs it. It's very basic and straightforward, does the job and does exactly what you need. Now this has, again, just a nice zipper, real smooth, moves nicely on this, so, you know, real easy to access. And like most bags with 1000D Cordura and heavy YKK zippers, it does take a little bit for the bag to break in. So you'll notice that everything is just a little bit stiff and a little bit rigid. Some of these zippers don't travel the most really smooth, but they will over time. To me, a bag like this and breaking it in, that's kind of a rite of passage. I greatly enjoy that 1000D experience with the heavy duty YKK zippers. Like, you almost need to like work on your bag for a while, and then over time, it just gets better and better and better. And that, again, just something that's like a rite of passage that I greatly enjoy. Now on the front, if you look at the prior iteration of this particular lineup with the Prepared Citizen, they just did a regular Maxpedition patch. Now new for 2020, they've added that little bit of Velcro on the front, which I think is a nice addition. Now here, this next pouch, this pouch has nice organization on the inside. You'll see that there is a rain flap over the top just to help keep things dry. But as we get in here, I'll do my best to fold this open. It doesn't zip much more than that. However, you will see that this has a nice mesh pouch. Again, YKK zippers, easy to access. Now for me, I just have some real basics in there, a little ibuprofen, chapstick, my dental floss if I need it. Just easy items that I can get to quickly right on the outside of this flap. And it's a nice size pouch. Again, a little hard to see, but if I flip this up, this pouch takes up, I would say, roughly 2/3 of the height of this exterior flap here. So it does hold a good amount of stuff. And on the inside here, nice organization. So the fact of the matter is, this exterior pocket is quite large. It does give you a good volume if you really wanted to tuck something in there. But for me, the way I have this set up right now, basically just on the outside here, in this little sleeve here, I have a lighter. couple of pens. Here I have my EDC fixed blade. I have my business cards, so my own personal business cards for Outer Limitless. A couple of rulers. And then over here, I have my charging power bank. So having a little extra spare power works nice. Now you'll notice that this is the perfect size sleeve to hold something like that, cell phone or whatever. Nice organization overall. Now this is definitely not a criticism, but one thing that could be done just to enhance the overall organization is maybe put some elasticized loops in here, which would be kind of nice, because if it had some elasticized loops, I could theoretically, you know, instead of these floating around in here, just slip these inside. It would hold them nicely into place. I could slide a couple of things in here and just really keep them right where they needed to be. Again, it's not necessary, it's not a criticism, just pointing out ideas that, you know, having a little elasticized loop on the inside of this might be nice. Now, one of the things that I slid out is the tag. So here you'll see the prepared citizen tag. This came off of the bag. This is sort of one of their logos. Now they do have a brand new logo coming out for their prototypes, and you're gonna see that soon. Different look from Maxpedition, something that's not really the norm, and just another addition in their prepared citizen lineup. And then just the last thing worth noting, there is a keeper on the inside now. Personally, just right now, I'm not using it, where it would be in conflict with my knife. I really don't want my keys banging against that. So I just slid those keys in the exterior pocket here, and it works well for me. Now as I continue through the bag, and this pouch here, just a nice large pouch, and for me it is the absolute perfect place for my pop-off leather notebook. So here, this is something that stays with me all the time, no matter what. Has all my most important notes and thoughts and the things that come up on a daily basis. Helps me keep my personal life straight, my channel straight, my business at work, where I need it, all my thoughts, a pen, good pencil, writing utensils right in here, just keeping me organized. And the fact of the matter that it fits so perfectly and effortlessly on the front of the bag, right where I need it. It's not in conflict with anything else. This is an absolute perfect pocket for that. So again, just a very simple pocket, no frills, not a lot to it. Very basic, easy, no organization on the inside. Now, just that same theory, could you potentially put a little organization in there? Sure. Again, not a deal breaker. I don't personally even need it right now, but just my thoughts being, if you wanted some simple elastic loops in there, just so you could slide some things and hold them into place, it may be helpful. But again, keeping in mind the fact that this is a very affordable bag, and the more and more features you add to a bag, the more expensive it's going to be. So everything comes with a trade-off. Just making little observations and things that I think could be useful. But again, just a perfect pocket for this. Greatly enjoy it. Nice on the front of the bag. And again, just nice quality zippers. So easy to zip up right where I need that, and right on the front of the bag. Now, the next pocket, you'll see here, this one with that rain flap. So opening up here, this here opens fairly wide and almost like a clamshell design. And this is awesome. I love this. This is, to me, what absolutely makes this bag. This pouch setup here, the layout, and the idea that this is Velcro lined absolutely makes this. So, for me, up here, just this mesh pocket. Very simple things. My chargers, my headphones, my cables fit right in there nicely. Here, my sunglasses, so sunglass case, and the ability for me just to stow that nicely inside. I keep my check stubs, so I, kind of keep these in my bag and then deal with them on a regular basis. So nice little slide right in there, just this little pouch there, easy. And then this section here, this is great. I mean, one of the things about an EDC is having enough things on you to deal with your daily needs. So for me, I always have a couple of multi-tools. I'm actually in the process of using one of them, but I always have two Leatherman multi-tools, a small variety of other tools. So, I have nice little sort of pocket wrenches and things like that. Interesting little tools, nice lighter. And then in here, very simple. Just my, you know, sort of pens and refills and an eraser and things like that. So the fact of the matter is, you can set this up any way you want. And you'll see I do have some legacy Maxpedition Velcro pouches here. I also do have, you know, this is some Helicon Tech stuff. So it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have different brands worth of stuff and you figure out how it fits and works for you, you can definitely make this work nicely. And I also thought it was pretty cool where some of the little void space now, I am able to take some of these patches and just kind of put them on here and deck this thing out a little bit. So I am very, very happy with this clamshell layout. This is absolutely perfect. Gives me a nice platform to work out of. It's clean, it's easy, it's managed, it's organized, it's flexible. It's everything you want in an EDC bag. Now, when it goes to maybe a student, how would this be helpful? Well, I mean, a college student, yeah, no problem. They're obviously going to need to charge some stuff. You know, for maybe a high school student, you'd have all your different writing supplies and, you know, all the different things that you need for daily need. You could also put, you know, a hat and gloves or different winter stuff in here if you needed to. It's just very flexible and a good organized space. Now, again, with that rain flap on top, you know this stuff's going to stay reasonably dry. The 1000D Corduroy's always durable. It's always decent when it's getting rained on. These zippers are always a good, you know, durable zipper, and Maxpedition does a great job with their construction and their quality. So when it's all said and done, the construction and quality is one thing, but the layout is another, and so far this bag is an absolute home run. Now the next pocket here, again, double zipper, YKK, has the storm flap. Opening this up. Now this is not clamshell, but it doesn't need to be. In fact, I'm glad that this one is clamshell. That was a big deal. This one doesn't necessarily need to be. Now, as we get in here, you will see, again, another mesh pouch. That's one of the things, again, that they've done nicely. They put the mesh pouches in each one of the layers so that you have some flexibility and versatility. So there, I just have the charger for my tablet computer. Again, the fact of the matter is, I use my tablet computer for work, so I have that here. Sliding that out, you'll notice there is a dedicated sleeve. Now this could be used for a hydration bladder or for a tablet, but the only problem is if you use it for a hydration bladder, there's no way to hang the bladder. So another little addition that I think would be great, add the ability to hang a bladder and add a little port for the straw. And again, I don't know necessarily if you would use this necessarily for the outdoor or, you know, camping application, but you certainly could. With this level of organization, you definitely could use it for a day pack, and the ability to put that bladder in there might be nice. However, again, not a deal breaker, and the fact of the matter is, it's nice that you have a dedicated laptop sleeve. Now, this is not padded on the inside. It is the padding from the backing on that sort of back of the bag there. So that you do have a little bit of padding on the back, but again, the inside not padded, so just something to be aware of. And then the rest of it, basically just a big open pouch. Now on the inside, you'll see that there's these keepers. These do translate to the outside of the bag. So the outside here having your water bottle pockets. Now there are 2 water bottle pockets on the outside. Has these keepers in case you need to bungee around one of your water bottles. And these water bottle pockets are excellent. Great size, nice overall capacity, a nice large zippered pouch here. You'll see that it's kind of gusseted, so as you unzip it and it opens up, that gusset opening up nice and wide. These water bottle pockets are absolutely huge. So I just want to show this in detail here. For example, here's a traditional 32-ounce Nalgene. Slides in there, no problem. Your sort of USMC style canteen, not a problem at all. In fact, either one of these, I bet you could get in here while the thing's zipped up. Let's just see for a second what it looks like. And maybe not, it might be a little tight. I don't want to stress the zipper, but let's just try it. Yeah, it's going to be a little tight for you. 2 water bottles, no problem here. So let's see again. What if this was zipped up? Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's zipped up. You're probably not going to fit 2, but unzipped, no problem at all. Those will fit right in there. What about a Yeti? There you go. Here we go. 1/2 gallon Arctic. will this fit in here? It's gonna be close. Oh my God. Yes. That's a full half gallon right there. No problem. So theoretically, if you were someone who just wanted a ton of water, or you just wanted a super ton of vodka, you can fit literally, when I tell you, a half gallon, Yeti or Arctic in the side of this. That's absolutely incredible. Definitely cool. So beautiful pockets. I like the fact that it has the bungee. I like the gusset. I like that zipper design. Keeps it nice and tight and sleek on the side of the bag. Has these little tabs here in case you want to add a strap. Definitely cool. So as you can see, this bag is definitely not a Jansport or an Eastpak. This is a much different animal than that. But this Maxpedition, Prepared Citizen Deluxe is just a gorgeous bag. Now the standard Prepared Citizen, slightly different features. You don't get the water bottle pockets. It's a slightly smaller size, but generally a similar overall layout. Generally similar features, but for me personally, I think this bag's the way to go. I like the size, I like the capability, I like the layout. I definitely like the pockets. Just a great bag, and this has been a wonderful carry over the past few weeks. So alright guys, there you have it. A real quick look at my EDC update using this Maxpedition Prepared Citizen Deluxe. Again, I'd like to say thank you very much to Tang from Maxpedition for providing this for review. I'm greatly happy with this bag. I definitely like it. Generally speaking, wonderful features, excellent layout, great craftsmanship. I do enjoy it. I think a little modification would definitely help, but that's just my personal preference. Some people like having a sternum strap. Some people will never use it. I also acknowledge that every individual tiny little detail that you add to a bag also adds to the cost. So this bag coming in at a very affordable price, really striking the balance between affordability and performance, features, and overall craftsmanship. So generally speaking, big thumbs up, highly recommended, and something that I've come to greatly enjoy. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.